In Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach. I grew up on a huge ranch.
You could probably shoot a video with your phone while I'm on the phone, and I'll talk about what. And you can ask me some questions while I'm on the phone. That'd work out. Because I do this organically, you know. I just do it on the fucking fly. I don't script or prep any of this. You know how I roll.
He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around. I got to know him. I got to know all.
I didn't get home till so late. They delayed the whole freaking concert because Homeland Security stepped in and made everybody go through the metal in the screening, which was all formality because they didn't really screen. They're like, hold on, they're like, you know, it's all a bunch of old white guys my age from Jersey. Yeah, they're real fucking threats. Fuck. I mean, the whitest crowd in hit. I told my daughter, this is the whitest crowd that Madison Square Garden's ever seen. You know, it's all freaking, you know, 60-year-old white guys from freaking, well, like I said, from all over the region. Everybody knows every word of every fucking song. You know, he's got a cult following.
Whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. God have mercy on all of your souls.
What are you looking for?
Power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Hello. I hope you can hear me. I'm live from New York City, right here in front of Radio City Music Hall at Rock Center. We've been fucking raising some shit this morning, but anyway, late night, long night, Tokyo, South America, UK, Fukushima all over, so we got finally a protest where I'm standing with my signs and talking to people, whatever, that I actually had the crowd on my side. For the first time. Because they're all from Jersey. And I'm holding up my sign. Hey, down the river at Madison Square Garden, the River Tour, Oyster Creek, every single person. You know, they're all my age or whatever. That crowd's so left. You know, oh, fuck yeah, Oyster Creek. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, its exact design is Fukushima. You know, it's the most fucked. Oh, yeah, everybody. Yeah, we're here. You needs to go. So, but anyway, you know, I'm in chirping. Come on, Bruce. You know, we need, you know. By the way, I checked all his gear he was selling. I made sure I wasn't going to let him get away with that. See if he's still there, but all made in America. So, made in the USA. So, at least he stuck that little bit of his fucking guns. You know who runs these shows. Not him, his promoters, whatever. But, so, an activist bought me a ticket. My daughter bought herself a ticket, and we got two, you know, bad seats, but we got them cheaper than face value. I told him, he says, I'll pay for them if you can do your art scalping. You know, and I said, well, I'll find a couple, and I did. You know, scalping's legal in Utah, you know, by the way, and it's a pseudo-de facto freaking legality in New York. There's the craziest where you can do it here, but not there, whatever. But anyway, we protest, and so we get in. Right up the gate. I'm like, is that what I just saw? Great big red sign right in front of Bruce's face, on the right side, right on the fucking front, right up front, because we're sitting behind the stage and it's an open stage. Which, by the way, those are good seats because you can see down the whole thing, and they spin around. And I'm like, did that say what I thought it said? You know, in Japan, I see Japan on it. And I'm like, what? And then I look over, is that Fukushima, Japan? That sign was there for a bit, and then it disappeared. So, you know what a front row ticket costs at that fucking venue. Now, who knows? Was it staged by maybe somebody inside the Springsteen group? So, I think so, and I'll tell you why. So, guy comes out of the blue. You know, I get approached by people you'd never believe. I mean, a lot of police are so undercover in this town, and a lot of people, whatever, so people walk up to you, think they're cadaver, and then, they're a cop, whatever. So this guy comes up to me, guard, sees my signs, whatever, and just like this, he says, Kevin, Blanch. I'm like, oh, it's some, because a bunch of people met up. People came from all over, a few of us. I shouldn't say a bunch. We had, several. And I'm like, yeah. And he says, I'm with the Springsteen group. Oh, you wanted to promote what your name? And he says, no, I'm one of the guys that, set up, do blah, 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 blah. I really wouldn't say much to me. And he says, Bruce has a unwritten thing that he'll release some tickets right there. So go get in the overflow. I'll make sure you can get one in the overflow. I says, I can't sit in that overflow for a fucking hour. I'm fucking protesting and doing activism here. So that's what I'm doing. He says, okay, all right. But I was just going to tell you, he'll release some tickets and I'll make sure you get one because I want you to go. Okay, whatever. So we're standing there. My daughter, she works in the village, and she wanted to go, and I said, well, I don't know if we'll get tickets. I don't know what the hell, She's got, I said, somebody said he'd buy me one, and, she's got money a little bit, so I'm standing there, protesting, whatever, and finally, it's getting toward the show, and it comes out that Homeland Security is doubled down on security in there. So Bruce delays the show. It's being rumored he's delayed it till 8, but this same guy comes walking by and he tells me, hey, be 8:15. You got to go to security, whatever. And then he just walks up. He says, and the activist that was, with me says, I'll buy Kevin a ticket, And the guy says, well, how much? He says, well, I'll get you one for face value. And so the guy walks up, here, give me 150. And so he says, well, I didn't give you 150. He says, well, I just got it. I just paid for it. I just bought it, whatever. But, I wanted to go, but I got one, but I had to buy it. And so I said, well, yeah, we'll pay for it. And so he gave it. Look at this. technical difficulties here in the city. Surprise, surprise. But anyway, as I say, and so I go, and, I was just happy to, go down the fucking Nuclear River, and so it's Madison Square Garden. It's Bruce Springsteen, I mean, cultural fucking my life. I mean, come on. And so I'm like, did I just see that? Fuck, I hadn't even had any beer yet. And I'm like, I looked again, because that's a good view right there at the front of the stage. And I says, that sign, red and white, says Japan. What the fuck? There's a Japan sign there that said Fukushima, Japan. So my point is this. Subtle. Some subtleties are happening. For instance, the sperm whales that wash up in UK. Okay, the Coalition for Nuclear Disarmament. I know they'll work, of course. They're like I can. Disarm it. But for years, they're like plowshares. They were different than me. I'm against the nuclear bomb. I'm a peace activist. I like, Thomas was in D.C. like they were. That's me. I mean, we understand that nuclear energy and nuclear bombs are the same fucking thing, but Coalition for Nuclear Disarmament didn't understand that. ICANN still doesn't go there. Caldecott she pivots back and forth. She danced through a plowshare. So the activists that put that on the well, even a year or two ago, would have never went nuclear energy. Because their line was, it's called, the penny painter activism, which is pathetic. Let's dance with them. We want to subtly just shift the ship. First bombs, and maybe we'll go off nuclear. Fuck that. There's no gray in this fight. It's black and white. So they would have never put Fukushima across there. And even when I used to scream and yell for the first few years, everybody says, you're crazy, Kevin. And I said it in the early days. And then I said, I'm going to get emails, and the emails are going to say, Kevin, you mark my words, I said it. You guys know I said it 4 or 5 years ago. You're going to get down the road 4 or 5 years, and people are going to come to me, Kevin, why do you think you're fucking crazy? You're not fucking crazy. Oh, my God, because it's the ignorance. I get that email every day now. This subject matter is so much more contemporized now. It took the fainting ghost and the fucking sheep that long to wake up. When it's as obvious as the nose on your fucking face. But what's happened? These people have been hypnotized, grown, postured by right here where I'm sitting at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. They've been the CIA, NSA, fucking mass media has hypnotized them. They have spent 30 years since 1982, since Chernobyl happened, with their billions of dollars of PR firms, through the IEA and the taxpayer subsidy. These things are not profitable. They're never profitable. Where's the money? It's all fucking subsidy. It's government. It's fucking big fucking fat welfare queens, which are the bankers. The city people, they're not public utilities. And, so they're just robbing and raping the taxpayer of the world, heavily raping and robbing them. So, we're like, hello. They spent 30 years getting people postured and grown into the belief system that nuclear was fairy tale magic stuff. It's Godzilla. It's aliens. And then we got activists all over fucking everywhere, radio shows, whatever, that are going along, doing great work, and then all of a sudden they'll do it and they go right to Alienville. What? Like they did. So, the New York Daily News Tuesday, or yesterday, those fucking evil, sick rats. This has got to be the most evil piece of journalism I ever saw in my life. So, Concepcion, she died, 80 years old. And let me tell you how she died and why she died. That's the activist that sat in front of the White House for all those years, dedicated her entire life to educating the world, gave up everything of herself, her amazing path. She had a fall. She's had several falls. She was brilliant. She got it on all levels. I knew her very well. So she would call him Thomas. When Thomas went, Kevin, and I said, no. His fight's not over. We carry on. These evil fuckers in the New York Daily News just tell everybody they're rambling around about her, and then just boom, right in the article, the short article, she wore a scarf, a wig, and a helmet. The helmet to stop radio waves from coming into her brain. That's what they said, which is a blatant, disgusting, pathetic, fucking sickening lie. She fucking had a stroke. She had a very hard fucking life. Very tough. Spain, Franco's still alive. She comes from Spain to New York City in the Spanish consulate. Horrible fucking divorce. Fucking all kinds of fucking issues. She started having, that's some drummed up bullshit by her husband in a custody fucking battle and a lawyer. She went there, Thomas he knew who she was. By the way, he was a genius. He got it on all levels because that was 1981, remember? 1982 in Central Park. All these fucking celebrities, these musician stars, anti-nuclear this, anti-nuclear that, fucking lyrics there, fucking how can I raise my boy when with Oppenheimer's toy, land of confusion, go on, fucking all of them, crazy train. That's all nuclear. That's all nuclear power, nuclear bomb, nuclear energy. We don't want nuclear anything. Well, the PR firms went to fucking work. Well, who do they go to? The musicians. They own them. They fucking lock, stock, barrel. Fucking bitches on a fucking leash. Puppets. They take the organic great art, and that's what Bruce even said it last night. So Bruce, the river, that was before he got commercialized. That was when we, as, the world fucking loved this slow fucking Bob Dylan on Balco. This Dylan's fucking bastard child, which, they got the same roots. Come on. I used to have that Roman nose just like the both of them too, until I got the brass knuckles across my fucking face when I got jumped. But, Bruce Springsteen is to Bob Dylan what Andy Warhol was to Marcel Duchamp. We used to argue all the time, how hardcore these Dylan fans were. Fuck Dylan, we used to always say. Fuck him. Fuck Springsteen's 10,000 times. Them fuckers want to fight. Well, I saw Dylan not very long ago either, and he's a piece of shit. Turns his back on it. Go see him. He does fucking 800 fucking tours a year. Turns his back. He's pathetic. Disgusting. So, Bruce does his 1980. That's when this madness started. That's when and he wrote all those beautiful lyrics. And one of my favorite songs in fucking history is The River. Bruce, I told my daughter, she was with me. I said, this is exactly, that song's how you came to be. I was too young, wild, down by the river, with that cute young girl. We were both too young. And I got her pregnant. And so I says, remember how I used to sing that song? Had a wife and kid in Ogden, Jack. I went out for a drive, but I decided to come back. Like a river doesn't know where it's flown, I just went in a big circle and I came right back home. And I raised her. I was fucking 19. She was 17. I tell her all the time, this is even before my father was dead, and he used to tell my oldest daughter, boy, you're doing such a good job raising Kevin. So she's not that much younger than me. And so that's when the madness began. The day Lennon was killed right here. That's when the fucking madness stopped. That's when the music stopped. When some lunatic fucking killed fucking John Lennon. I tell Ashley, that's the night you were conceived, which it was. And how do you know that? How do you know? Well, two people have to have sex to have a child, right? That's when it happened, and she was born 9 months later. The madness started that night. Once fucking Howard Cosell comes out, crying, choking back tears on Monday Night Football. Patriots versus Dolphins. I think it went to overtime that night. The fucking country was fucking aghast. It was heartbroken. Now, we know that fucking Lennon was a prick to his child. Julian said when he died, I didn't know whether to cry or jump for fucking joy. Yoko called off his fucking ass. Again, tying it into the music, the fucking art. I protested at the MoMA. I got kicked out of the MoMA, by the way. The MoMA was finally kicked. The New York City MoMA owns the New York City sidewalks now. They told me that to my face. I says, no. I've got permission from an NYPD right here. I had to take my fucking elephant off the stick. You killed him. He's dead. Yeah, okay, I'll stop your property. You can't kick me off the property in front of you as long as I'm moving. Yes, we can. No, you can't. And so the New York NYPD, I says, I'm going to shoot a video. He's right there, and he's like, Kevin, I don't want to be in the video, but I know all about Fukushima. I was on the Reagan. I'm like, no. He says, oh, yeah. And so he talked. He knew who I was, whatever, and I want to be in the video, Ben. We talked. Boy, he knew it. He knew the dynamic fucking perfectly. So they own the sidewalk, and who's their darling right now? The Modern Art Museum, which that's what culture moves culture. You guys can pull your head out of your ass because we don't need the populace, but we need the fucking early fucking populace culture, fucking groomers and fakers and fucking they. We need they to wake the fuck up because this is a great equalizer. That's why I went all in. You know, I'm a social inequality guy. Was leading up fully post-ignorance here in New York City in between two nor'easterns. This winter of 2010 when we had that incredible nor'easter that went on for days. There's videos of me out there in the middle of it. I'm in NYU. I'm in holding up my sign at Washington Square. I know everything starts at Washington Square. You know, with my poster, because I met a few people. We're starting our movement, and our movement's going to start with the 100th anniversary of the Shirtwaist Fire, March 25th, 1911. So we were leading it up. So what happened? 2 weeks, something happened on the way to that place. They threw an American nuclearism flag in my face. Fukushima happened. I went all in. They're like, you fucking got Fukushima mad. You've got fucking Fukushima crazy. And I'm like, it's the great equalizer. Don't you see? Everything's level now. It's all level now. There's no 1%, there's no 90%, there's no nothing. It's all level now. It's all equal. We're on the fucking... It equals out race. It equals out fucking economics. It equals out all of it. It's all equal. Oh, no, them rich people have a pill. Hey, oh, yeah, tell that to Steve Chinese fucking Jobs. You know, tell that... I mean, I'm in one of the most elite fucking hospital units in the fucking world. People, I watch those rich fuckers die. By the way, wealthy people do terrible with cancer. Horrible with cancer. It's very logical why homeless people, hardcore people, single people that have fucking hard lives do very well with cancer. Because they're fighters. They gotta be. They're survivals. It's like that statement to come out with Steve Jobs. Can't pay somebody and everybody says, oh, that's fake, that's fake. Okay, you think so? Well, let me tell you something, fucking you fainting goats in America, America Vespucci. One of my doctors was one of fucking Steve Jobs' doctors. I mean, I have a huge team of doctors. He brought in the best oncologists in the world over and over and over and over and over. He bought a lot of time with pancreatic cancer, by the way. Nobody does that. Oh, Isaacson's sure that the surgery. ICE is full of fucking shit. And I was sitting at watching the television on Isaac's interview about Steve Jobs when I got diagnosed and told me that I had 2 months to live. So I asked him, do you think Jobs released that? Do you think that's real? He says, Kevin, I was with him a lot in those days. And I said, well, the rumor I hear, it was one of the PAs, one of the, assistant nurses there. Because you're quarantining, you become very intimate with your nurses. I've been there. Your quarantine is you and the nurses in your darkest hours. It's just you and, those intimacy, because it's the nurse that's with you. And he says, no, Kevin, he had conversations like that with doctors. I said, so do you think that he says, it's a doctor that released that to that blog. He says, I can't be positive, but I know that he made statements like that, and I know he wanted it out. You can't pay somebody to fight this disease for you. Oh, boy, he did too much dope. He slept with too many fucking women. He did this, he did that. Fucking, oh, that's what God. Every time somebody dies, oh, it's something. I don't do that. He does that. They're just justified. How old was fucking George Burns when he died? It's such bullshit. It's total bullshit because it doesn't care how healthy you are. Oh, it's just like a lot. No, it's not a fucking lottery. It's nuclear fallout. It's nuclear exposure. So we fight. We battle on. We chip away because that's life. That's life. Well, and think about it. I do a lot of things with my life. I'm anti-nuclear. My father, human lab rat in the Nevada Death Site. I loved him. He meant everything to me. He was an amazing guy. Really beautiful music, art, the guy, Marine, Special Forces, one of those guys that, women would say when he smiled, it almost just melt them. They go crazy over him. He was one of those guys. I know who killed him. I know how he died. I watched him fucking die. I know who did it. I knew the story of him being drafted, just like Bruce. When I was Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. You know, so he says last night, I'm going to play this song. I wrote this song for my sister. My sister, and I've heard this interview by him many times, my sister's in the audience right now with her husband, Nikki. They're right here. And he played it. You know, I'm sitting with my daughter. I didn't go for a drive, and I didn't fucking take a wrong turn and just kept going. I used to sing that song. I used to think about that song every fucking day with that young child. No, I'm not going there. I used to think of Lennon and Julian. You know, we all knew the Yoko dynamic. This whole world was fucking Beatle fucking crazy. The most famous man on earth. He never said, I'm more fucking famous than God. He never said, I'm more famous than fucking God. He never said that. They spun that. And more important than God. He said, I'm more famous. Which he had become. You know, dead. Over. And I could prove it. It's not just some metaphorical, artistic fuck thing, because artists see it first. We felt it in our guts. The next Sunday, every radio station in the fucking United States and most of the world, every NFL game, everything there was shut down. And every radio station, didn't matter what fucking genre they played. I like fucking, my two favorites, remember the guys you say, what's your two favorite fucking music genres? Oh, that's easy. Country and Western. You know, country, Western, R&B, fucking rock and roll, progressive rock, fucking, you know, there was no classic rock there because it was being made classic then. They played Imagine. The whole country stood in silence and cried. The whole world did. Increasing nominal wages in the United States from 1945 to 1980. Decreasing nominal wages every single year from 1980, still going on. How is that possible? Once they get it down to nothing because they have a minimum wage. Oh, no, fucking backdoor the minimum wage. How you going to backdoor the minimum wage? Pay a hungry brown person from the South cash. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, send their fucking jobs to China. Outsource them. Oh, we're not outsourcing to Mexico. Fucking, remember when the musicians used to rant about that? Let's have farm aid. And now the fucking, who's the farmers? Covering fucking, you know, government subsidy welfare whores. Dairy subsidy, that fucking, milk, a whole poisonous product they're putting in there, and they're subsidizing these fuckers in hairspray. It's like the fucking Bundy clan. You know, we're here to end socialism. When who's the biggest socialist? They are. They're the ones on the fucking trough, sucking on the fucking tit. You know, who's the biggest fucking welfare queens in fucking history? Bankers? Second. The nuclear industry. Look it up. Look it up, the subsidy. Look up the energy subsidy, fucking how much the nuclear. Look up through the fucking military industrial complex how much nuclear gets. Look it up through the IAEA and the UN. It's the biggest fucking, they turned on the faucet at the Manhattan Project and they never turned it fucking off. Down the fucking river. You're down the fucking river. You're down the nuclear river, I told that. I tell everybody, yeah. The river, Bruce on the river, we're down the nuclear river. Do you know about Indian Point? Do you know about Oyster Creek? Oh, yeah, down the fucking river. Down the nuclear toxic river, they sold all of us from 1980 to present. He did that album in 1980. He even said it. He says this before, you know, I went into the more modern popular genre. And he didn't sing Born in the USA, by the way. He did not sing it. You know, he did all 20 songs from the river. It was all him. You know, him. And then after that, yeah, next, you know, then he plays some of his popular, that song was the song that did make him, and that was even before that. He played, I went out for a ride and I never went back. You know, the whole crowd, all us white guys at this age, you know, the whole crowd, you know, and you never seen a whiter crowd in your life that was in that. You know, they're going through it, and I says, yeah, these freaking 60-year-old fucking white males and their wives. They're real fucking threats, you know, to themselves. But everybody knows every fucking word because he's that cultural iconic to us. He is us. He's our fucking guy. He sang from our fucking path. You know, I got a wedding out of the courthouse, got a fucking wedding coat and a fucking union card. I went to work at fucking Kennecott at fucking 19 years old and smelled it. You know, I had the hawk and trowel already in my hand, but things were fucking up and down. I couldn't have the fucking winters up then, so we know the Reagan recession. You know, and so The other Jersey guy, I used to sing it to my wife because she was a waitress down on 8th. You know, working for the man, you bring home your pay, I used to always tell her. And so, things are tough. You know, you could see those lyrics spoke to us because it was us, just like Billy Joel, you know, the singer-writer. But they fucking forget that because they get into the club and they get the comfortable lifestyle. I think Bruce is still pretty connected from the people. I talked to a girl last night. She says, yeah, I go to the gym in Jersey. He's in there all the time. I talk to him. You know, she says, yeah, I know his one son. His son's a firefighter. I think he's still a grassroots guy. You know, I think he is. I think he's one of those rare aberrations, and I think, you know, he came out, now think about it, he came out so hardcore, like I did, like so many of us did, of his age and genre, against the war, against Bush. He came out, he was incredibly outspoken, he was everywhere. I mean, he made statements every fucking where. I think what happened, he fucking, like so many of us, we beat our head against the fucking wall. We beat our fucking heads. How can they lie about fucking Iraq and Afghanistan, and now we still fall for fucking how nice they made up ISIS? I mean, how? I think he's like, what the fuck? You know, fuck, we pound the fucking way at fucking what? But look what we're up against. You know, what the fuck we're up against. I mean, they have all this. I have a fucking YouTube camera. They have all the fucking money. I rely on fucking grassroots or fucking donations. Hey, Kev, come here. I'll buy you a plane ticket. Come here. You can sleep on the fucking couch. Come here. You can sleep on a fucking park bench. Here, let me buy you a hamburger. You know, or a fucking beet juice. They have all the fucking money. They have all the fucking tools of that box. They can fucking brainwash and fucking make people brain. They own the music now. All of it. All of it. You can even see it last night. You can see it last night because he's got the teleprompter up there, and they're poshing and grooming the lights and the things for the fucking cameras and the fucking show. But you could see when he needed the teleprompter once in a while, when he was playing those fucking strong songs from the fucking river, and you could see it, he didn't even know a fucking teleprompter. You could see it still came back to his heart. It's still there. But they have it all captured. They have it all fucking taken away from us. I mean, you're going to be the next American Idol. You're going to be the next King James. You're going to marry fucking Cinderella. The Royals, the fucking Royals. You're going to win the lottery. Line up and fucking buy something that's impossible fairy tale bullshit. What he's saying about, he also talked about when he was writing this, you know, the lyrics for The River. He says, I wrote this song about my mom and dad. He says, when you're going along, your mom and dad have these dreams. You have these dreams. And then you wake up one day and you realize you're going out with each other that the dreams didn't come true. What's that great line in The River? I think it's his greatest fucking line. Is a dream when it doesn't come true, is it a curse? Or is it something worse? That's the fucking thing here. They sell you the fairy tale fucking dream. She died in front of the White House. Concepcion. I knew her very, very fucking well. Very well. I shot that one video the one day, and you can find it. It's online. And I thought, well, I won't even put it up. No one will give a fuck. They don't care about her. No one gives a fuck about her. They don't care about me. They don't give a fuck. You know, and I was Million Mass Watch, you know, and I thought, fuck it, I'll put it online just in case. It's there for historical purposes. I see it's had about 3,000 views in the last fucking 24 hours. No one gives a fuck. Here's a woman who dedicates her entire fucking life, gives of herself, all of it. You know, and you Christians who call yourself Christians, isn't that what Jesus said? Wash the feet, be the servant. She's, you know, Franco, Spain, Franco's still alive. That's what she did. Thomas watched out for her. You know, Thomas had the house. The fucking dirty hippies of fucking high. You see the dirty hippies that have taken over Thomas's house and her house? That's how she felt. You know the fuckers in the house. She told me straight up, Kevin, they've taken over the fucking house. All they do is drink and party all fucking night. They're not activists or anything. Thomas, you know, she couldn't handle it. That's how she fell again. That's what killed her, you fucking rats at the fucking Daily, New York. I mean, everybody that listens to this show needs to send an email to the New York Daily News and says, look, this is an 80-year-old woman educating the world. She educated millions of people. Then I'm telling you, she was all over Fukushima, every dynamic from the day it happened. She's all over Chernobyl. She fucking promoted fucking Snowden. She got it. Unbelievably got it. Crazy? Oh my God, she was not crazy at all. She was brilliant. I mean, I talked to her so many times. She was heartbroken. She told me, you could see in that video. She tells me right there in that video, Kevin, we lost. You know we lost. You know, she tried to educate billions, but, you know, I say you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I say lead the horse to water, shove his head in the trough, and fucking hold his fucking head down with your fucking boot. That's what fucking we need to do. Well, you know, whatever. So within 48 hours, they're an 80-year-old woman. The disrespect is beyond over the top. She passed. She fell again and hurt herself. You know, that's, yeah. To keep the fucking radio waves out of her head. What kind of fucking slur is that? What kind of bullshit is that? That's what they've done. Oh, it's fairy tale. I'm in front of the White House, right? She's right there. She's right there. She can hear me speaking with the fucking megaphone. The inaugural fucking speech for the fucking Million Mass March, I gave it. The fucking I lost the apartment. Right where she is. She's sitting right there. She heard it. And I'm talking about Fukushima, you know, I'm in critical condition there, and you hear somebody inside the crowd call out, you're going to talk about aliens next. I'm like, no. This is where they put you. That's what they do. Just what the New York Daily News did to her. Right as she dies. It's the most disgraceful piece of, you know, as you know my term, black and yellow journalism. It's the most disgraceful piece of fucking journalism I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's saying a lot. It's outrageous. It's disgusting. It's beyond disgusting on all fucking, you know, it violates any woman. It violates any elderly person. It violates any human being. It violates any activist. It violates every fucking thing that anybody has of any dignity and fucking honor whatsoever. It's beyond grotesque. It's who they are. This is who these monsters are. This is who these people, they don't give a fuck. And they think they're above it. Well, I got news. They're not above it. I see these fucking dogmatic fucking fainting goats that do this. They think, oh, I'm above it. Bowie did something wrong. That's why he died. This guy did something wrong. Then they get it. Oh, they die. And they die fast. They die really fast. And they're not going where she went. Their souls are going straight to fucking hell. And I believe hell to be a fucking black hole for time and eternity. These are fucking karma. I'm really not even sure if I believe in karma anymore. I used to have a case, but I don't even know the term and the word, what they fucking do to themselves. Pigs? You know, what a fucking disgrace to a pig. Why would you, I mean, the wells are fucking dying. The whole fucking, as I said it earlier, and everybody says, you're crazy, Kevin. There's the video, just look at them. Proof. Oh, we're not going to watch you, says fuck. You stupid fucks. Yeah. Down by the fucking river. You know, 1980. I said in 2010 when I wrote my book, you know, and left it in a rough draft, never fucking finished it because I got cancer. 10-10-10. I put the last keystroke on that the second that Lenin was killed to the 30th anniversary. And I timed it for that. Right there. I timed it for that last keystroke. Done. The other video that I just started a YouTube channel, I said, we either pivot right now. We either pivot or it swallows us whole. Little did I know, just a couple months later, it swallowed us whole. The doomsday clock struck midnight, 3/11/11. The greatest crime in human fucking history, Fukushima, the disaster. No, the cover-up of Fukushima. Barack Obama knows now. He knows he's been had by fucking Holdren. He knows when they propped him up, the puppet, and I could prove it. Barack Obama, you can look it up. In Chicago, one of our great activists, you know, asked him when he's on the stump in 2008 about Hanford. What do you do about Hanford? Everybody says they're going to clean it up, and they say that, and then they're going to... He says, I got to tell you this. I don't know what Hanford is. Now, remember, this is a guy being propped up by the nuclear industry. He doesn't know what Hanford is. I'll find out. Did he know what the fuck Fukushima dynamic was? Nope. He listened to his science and technology team, John Holdren from Calberg. They justified their billions. They sent 8 ships in. The Navy wanted to entomb. Holdren took the field. Barack Obama answered to his puppets, the nuclear industry. The nuclear industry, the commander-in-chief that told the United States military to stand down. Now, who could do that? The commander-in-chief. Buckingham Palace. Queen Elizabeth. Buckingham Palace, the House of Windsor, told their military, their dragon slayers, which is the United Navy and Marines, the commander-in-chief, the Queen of England, told them, stand down and get the fuck out. I have uranium mines, don't you see? It's just like their gold mines. Everybody, I'm going to run and save fucking gold. Gold's going to save me. You know, gold standard, gold, when that was invented by who? The Queen. Fucking. They invented fucking gold. They own all the gold mines, those shiny yellow rocks from the fucking hollow. That's how it's going to save you. So Barack Obama State of the Union says, cure cancer. What else can he say now? He knows that he created the biggest fucking cancer event in fucking human history by billions and billions of fucking times. He knows. So now he's like the rest of them. Hurry and cure it, because maybe I'll get it. Oh my God. Cure it, because he knows he caused it. The greatest crime in fucking human history. Yeah, crime? Fukushima? Who builds nuclear reactors on fucking fault lines? We knew. I did thousands of fucking interviews, thousands of lectures. Where's it going to happen, Kevin? That's all we hear. It's going to happen. It's easy. It's either going to happen on the coast of Japan, or it's going to happen in Diablo Canyon, San Onofre. Now, where do I believe it's going to happen? Well, I have my rank where it's going to happen. It already happened. The 4 most dangerous nuclear reactors on the face of the earth right now. Fukushima was one. It's gone. By the way, the one at Sendai, when I reported it, probably had a fucking meltdown in the restart up. And that's true. It probably did. You know, how will we ever really know? I guess we never will. Because we got no whistleblowers. Nobody's going to come inside because they all think they're on the winning team. And they're above it. They're not going to die. They're not going to get cancer. They're not on the fucking river. Most dangerous nuclear reactors, the top 4. I can rank them fucking top 1 to 50. Number 1, San Onofre. Oh, we're shut down. Don't matter. Stufffield. Number 2, Diablo Canyon. Number 3, Oyster Creek, New Jersey. Number 4, Indian Point. I'm going to go out to Indian Point probably tomorrow, Saturday. So, why are they so dangerous? They're old, they're worn out. Oyster Creek's the only reactor there's a bunch of reactors are Mach 1, Mach 2s in the United States, a whole shitload of them. But identical to the fucking T, same whistleblower, same fucking cheating when they build it, same fucking contractor, General Electric, same fucking thing that built it, fucked it up as Fukushima. Now, would it matter if it was built properly? No. Not with a 9-point earthquake. Not with fucking 40 years of spent fuel sitting in swimming pools. Remember Chernobyl? That wasn't natural. That was man-made. And I still believe Teller blew it. You know, I can get into the Russian woodpecker. I can go down all these fucking rabbit holes. But I don't. And I'll tell you why I don't. Because I want to talk the reality, not hypothesis. Fukushima, not going to happen. The greatest fucking crimes against humanity, not going to happen. This could happen. This will happen. That happened. No, happened. And for every action, there's a byproduct to that action. There's a consequence. And I said, what's going to consequence? The death of the Pacific Ocean, the death of cancer epidemic, the Great Pacific Genocide. I said it 4 years ago, and everybody says you're crazy, and they sat back and waited to say, see, Kevin said the fucking ocean was going to fucking die, and all these creatures were going to die, and cancer was going to spike. It didn't happen. See, you stupid fucker, Kevin? All them poor people in Japan. Let's see. It's more dangerous to live in New York City than Tokyo. New York City got much more than freaking Tokyo. The whole country did. Tokyo, California, South America, UK. Dancing in the fucking streets. The wind was blowing out when they blew. And they continued to blow. And I kept reporting as they blew, clearing the footage that me and a few other people have from when it blew in June of 2011, when it blew in July of 2013, when it blew on May 14th. The nuclear fission fucking arc fire had 2 views on the live cam Janet and I put up. 2014. It's there. The wind blowing out. Their answer, dump water on it. Dump water so we don't have to fucking evacuate the entire island. So Nano's opening his mouth again. The ex-prime minister's in D.C. right now. He made a statement yesterday. Now let's remember, he was so pro-nuclear. After Fukushima happens, he's not prime minister anymore. Hasta la vista, baby. They find a new PR freaking Department of Energy nuclear island fucking PR rat. They place him in the fucking presidency. They fucking put the State Secrets Act in. They fucking block all media. They fucking jail artists, activists, fucking anybody's talking fucking Fukushima. They fucking seal it off because they don't give a fuck. Eugenics on Balco. So he's making more statements. This prime minister saying, oh, it's all great. He says, oh, no. Him, Gregory Jacko, and the urban planner from Harvard, who I know, I met at the Senate offer hearing, got together and we're touring around, remember? Well, they came to San Diego. So we asked him, right to his face, the prime minister, how can you be so anti-nuclear now when you're the one that built it up? The United States made me do it. What? What did you say? This is right to us. Right to, I mean, what eyewitnesses? The CIA made me do it. So the United States, so I was asked today, somebody called me, says, hey, if I can get to Nano, the press thing, an anonymous phone call, I get lots of them. What do you want me to ask you? Ask him if he believes the new prime minister. The CIA's making him do it just like they did him. We already know that answer. It's amazing. The beast and their greed and their disgust for humanity. It's the equalizer. But kill them too. All that sold down the nuclear river. All of you. Everybody. Popular culture, art, fucking. Think about it. Think about what the music scene is. Think about what popular culture is. Live from New York City. It's pathetic. Corporatized, poured out to the fucking 10th power. Fucking NSA, fucking CIA, fucking even Gladwell. I mean, talk about the publishing houses. Oh my God, those disgusting, filthy pigs. Media, newspaper, New York Times, fucking you name them. They're all captured. Bezos, he's going to be the new richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. Now, think about this. That's what everybody's saying. He's going to pass up Steve Jobs' wife. She's probably the richest person maybe on earth besides, well, publicly, we know, maybe the Rothschilds and the Pope or the Vatican. And how did he get his money? Bezos. Look up where his father come from. That's right, the Manhattan Project. How can I raise my boy with Oppenheimer's toy? And Oppenheimer was a peace activist. Push him out. Push him out. Let's find Teller, this evil, sick, mentally ill, disgusting fucking... I'm still going to piss on Teller's fucking grave. That guy from Budapest. Stop them Russians. Let's fucking bomb. What's going on in the valley right now in L.A., that's all Teller. That's all Teller. Santa Susana. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so busy with my Fukushima, but what's going on down there? That fucking leak burning off. Yeah, burning off excess is radioactive. Fucking right, it's radioactive. So, California, the smoking gun. California's confirming what I've been saying the whole time, the grassrooters. Thyroid cancer is spiking above the national mean. Above the national mean in California. It's stronger, it's more aggressive, just as I've been saying the whole fucking time. That's the smoking gun. We know that thyroid cancer, the Utah smiley face, the Chernobyl net, we know. It's one thing. It's radioactive. It's Fukushima. You say, oh, God, it's farming, no, that kind of toxin and poison is going across the land, across the country. That's exactly what it is. That's such a fucking catastrophe that's going on down there. But I've been in California so much that, like I said, you talk to these people in California, and there's a mechanism inside the brain. They shut down. It's like a sexually abused young woman. She's not going to talk about it. There's a mechanism in the brain that makes them shut down. So you talk to people in California, and they just look at you like they're hypnotized and drool on themselves. Oregon, even worse. Oregon just keeps going, yeah, go sell some fishing boats, and they just smoke weed until they're just numb and drool on themselves. They can't handle the truth. They don't want the fucking truth, and they're shut down. They're not going to deal with the truth. They're just going to fucking form another public commission and let the fuckers rape, rob, and pillage like they've done for 40 years. They proved collusion between the Judge Darling. Have the emails. They proved the collusion between PG&E and the public commission. Smoking gun, raid their house, California State Police. Now we prove that Moonbeamer Brown emailing illegally in collusion. Feds ain't going to do nothing. Because who are the feds? Marie Antoinette, let them eat yellow cake. Let's hurry and cure cancer because I cause so much fucking cancer. I pledge allegiance to the United States of nuclearism. That's who you are. You were born in the nuclear USA. Bruce didn't sing that song last night. He sang the river. Boy, are we down the nuclear river. Back pre-1980. Songs were all written right before Lennon died. He went back to all those. He played all 20 of them. That's back when he was a storyteller and organic. He could just stand there. Who could stand there and just abstractly break it off like my mind does, like he did? Doesn't even stay on point on the fucking video. Just this abstract little poem he's telling with some guitar strokes and a backbeat. No drums, no saxophone, no piano. Just him. Unplugged on Balco. All of them. Who could do them and tune that into poetry and music? Oh, he did it. We all fell in love with it. We all, because he was us. He was our soul. He knew, the Vietnam dynamic coming off. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get Dick Cheney, a big old fucking sack. I knew he was Santa Claus. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. Oh, how nice-est. They've invented ISIS. Military presence here and the police is so over the top, and I don't fucking believe I've never seen anything like it. Homeland Security with intimidation tactics to the 10th power. New York City police aren't like that. They're very friendly. Not Homeland Security. Full riot gear, M16s in public, fucking threatening you, and they are fucking mean. And I told the one, I said, well, look, say there was some kind of incident. What good's this going to do? You with a gun, it has nothing to do with it. It's intimidation tactics. But it's the money. Feed the beast. Once you fucking throw all the resources and the money at the beast, they're going to spend the money, and the beast is going to keep gobbling up, and he needs more fuel. The beast needs more fuel. So they feed the beast, feed the dragon slayer. You know how much fucking fuel and money and fucking popism and propaganda it takes to keep the military nuclear industrial complex fucking beast fed? How nice is they invented ISIS. Bruce came out anti-war. He beat his head against the wall. He was the only one, really, out in popular culture, and he did. He went crazy about it. Look where it got him. Look where it got any of us. It got me brass knuckles across my face. Scars. Fucking broken jaw. Fucking teeth. What does my Fukushima fight got me? Sleeping on a fucking park bench. Fucking kicked off, my academia career gone. All of it. The purity of the fight. To tell the fucking truth is to be hated. To fight for fucking the truth is to be hated. As I said in front of the White House, right there, as Concepcion was sitting right there listening. Did any of you think it would be so hard to tell the truth? To tell the truth is to fucking die. Aaron Swartz, Michael Hastings, I am Pat fucking Tillman. To lie, rob, pillage, and loot is to be an oligarch god. That's where we live. These are epic fucking hardcore, ugly, hypnotized, fucking brainwashed, popism fucking times. I say it right in front of the moment. Popism is fucking dead, and I saw who fucking killed it. Post-ignorance. It died on 3/11/11. It's over. There's a new world we live in. Bowie proved it. Bowie's fucking #1 selling fucking album of all time, Black Star. I talked to David Bowie on the street, just in a random conversation. You know, we were walking through the village on one of my events, through Washington Square, and I go over and I see this guy, and I sit there and we talked. There was a group of 3 of us, him, another guy, and I don't even know who the other guy was. I didn't say, oh, how are you, David Bowie? I just like, hey, what's going on? You know, David freaking shook his hand, and you just talked. You know, we just talked. We talked for quite a while. He asked me what we were doing, and I told him we're, you know, the shirtwaist fire. He knew about the shirtwaist fire. I said, Fukushima. He knew about it. Very friendly to me. You see those videos he did? No, he did those videos, and nobody knew he had cancer. And by the way, his liver went, the heart attacks, all of it. Look, let me tell you about cancer. Most of the time, leukemias, all these cancers, they're all related and all the same. Environmental poisoning for the most part. It ends up fucking going to your lungs or your liver. So they'll post it as liver cancer was the cause of death or lung cancer is the cause of death. That's because these rogue cells, when they decide to kill you, that's where they end up. And that's the organs you can't live without. And that's when they tear you apart and destroy you. And he's dead. Watch those fucking videos. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, he got it. It was his last freaking thumbprint to art and culture. He said just what I've been saying. Watch the videos. Black Star said just what I said. Populism is fucking dead. Post-ignorance. Stand tuning. We'll fight on.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical.